Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to the channel. So as you guys have known, if you guys have been watching the channel as of recently, over the past almost 2 weeks now, we've been playing a lot of Warzone 2.0. We've been playing it pretty consistently since November 16th when it's dropped, and it is now on the 27th, and I'm posting this video today. I've really been enjoying Warzone. It's been a lot of fun, and I think the biggest talk of the town is kind of Apex Legends versus Warzone. They're the two major first-person shooters in the Battle Royale market right now. I think that are on the top of people's lists, and people are kind of being pulled in both directions. Some people are liking Warzone, some people are liking Apex. After playing the game for a couple of weeks, I had my first day back on Apex as of yesterday, and I had a lot of fun, man. I wanted to talk about all my thoughts and impressions on Warzone versus Apex Legends, though. I talked about a bunch of stuff on stream. We get into a whole bunch of details regarding the SBMM, the future of Apex, the state of Apex, how it compares to Warzone, and just a bunch of other little things. So I got a great video for you guys today, man. I think this is a really interesting one. It's a great talking piece, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know down in the comment section where amongst this whole mix you kind of fall as well. A lot of people are being pulled in different directions. So where's your heart calling you? Like, what are you enjoying right now? And yeah, let me know down in the comments. But we'll get into the video. If you guys enjoy, leave a like, subscribe. Let's do this. Honestly, bro, after like not playing Apex for weeks and then coming back to it, it is crazy how butter this game feels in comparison to Warzone. It's actually crazy. It feels so freaking smooth, man. Apex over COD for me, actually. Okay, so hear me out. I think that aiming wise, Apex will always be the more challenging and, to be honest, more satisfying game. I do think that you can have some nice moments in aiming in Call of Duty, like especially when you're playing on mouse and keyboard. Like there's still aiming opportunities, but nothing like I don't think an FPS battle royale out there is gonna challenge you aim wise more than Apex does. This game's just too it's just too creamy, bro. And I'm not here to like say one's better than the other. I think preference wise, if I could only, like right now, if you told me that I would only be able to play one of these games for the next year straight, I would choose Apex because I think it satisfies my itch more. But it doesn't, like, Apex is very limited in the amount of ways you could play. Like, unless you're playing because you want to get better, there's not much incentive to play. Whereas COD, like, there's so many camos to grind, so many loadouts to try, so much like funny, awesome interactions and moments to have with enemies with proximity chat now and all that. So I think Warzone honestly can be more fun at times, just because it's honestly just kind of more relaxed. And Apex is just like, it really is kind of like an arena shooter. It's super fast paced, everybody's running around, and it's more so like who's just better. Whoever's better is gonna live, because if they want to push you, they're gonna push you. Whereas in Call of Duty, I kind of appreciated how much it slowed things down. If you want to hold down a building, you can hold down a building. If you want to watch a staircase, you can watch a staircase. You know what I mean? Like everybody kind of has to respect everybody, because the time to kill is quicker. It's more like realistic. The hell, it feels more like a traditional battle royale, I guess you could say. Whereas Apex feels more like a movement skill showcase, I guess you could say. So I do appreciate both. Like, I was on earlier today to run like a test game, and when I was running around, I was like, god damn, it feels good to just like send it at 1,000,000 miles per hour all the time. But then I was like, okay, but like this is why COD's also fun though. Like, yes, it's slower and people are like, oh, it sucks, like everyone's just like, you can't do like this shit, and then like, I don't know, like wall bounce and all that out of it. That's also beneficial in its own way at times. I don't like playing like that all the time, but it can be fun when you are able to play like that. Yeah, my buddy disagrees. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their cup of tea, you know what I mean? Like, I think they're both, I can see why people would hate Apex and love COD, and other people would hate COD and love Apex. I think they're fun, and like, I think they're both fun. Apex is scarier. Yeah, Apex is definitely scarier, I'd say. To somebody who like doesn't have a whole lot of experience, or doesn't need, like, someone who doesn't have good aim, Apex is going to be way more terrifying. This game went right down the toilet. Which game? You said PAX went down the toilet? PAX will, people keep like debating They're like, oh, is Apex dead? Is Apex is never gonna die, bro. Apex will be alive for probably at least the next, I want to say 10 years. Like 10 years from now, people will still be playing this game. I promise you. It's got too much of a fan base, bro. Like just the movement alone makes it best movement shooter out there. Honestly, I think Apex needs to do something more with this because people are obsessed with the mechanics. If we could take it a step further and then play Apex mechanics in like a team deathmatch, search and destroy setting, let's get rid of SBMM and pubs, and then it'll be fine. To be honest, I think they got to find a way to like make it a little bit more accessible and noob friendly, if that makes sense. I think it's just it's not that not being noob friendly is a bad thing. It just makes it hard for like new players to want to like try to also learn the experience when you eventually when you become so behind in a skill cap. It's like it's kind of like Fortnite, you know what I mean? The only thing that got people back to Fortnite was no build, because it's like, oh, a fresh start, like a clean slate to like get better and compete with people. Like even me, like if I fucking try to pick up Fortnite, bro, and build against these kids who've been cranking 90s for 7 years straight now, I'm just like, will I ever really be able to catch up, chat? You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of becoming that with Apex. Like if you go to a guy who fucking just came from Call of Duty, chat, and then he's used to playing like this. Okay, and he doesn't even play on mouse and keyboard, so he's on controller. And then you tell him you could tap strafe, and then one day someone comes around the corner on him and just like tap strafe, wall bounces off the shit and goes out over his head like that. They're gonna be like, oh, what the fuck just happened to me? You know what I mean? Or like you go around a corner, wall bounce, go back, and then grapple over his head, and then like you just do so much shit to fuck with a guy who's fresh out of COD. He'll have no idea what's happening. So I guess that's why SBMM exists. Like I don't know how you would expect them to ever go against that. That's why I love this game. Yeah, but to a new guy, he's never gonna be able to compete with that. So when they tweak SBMM, I don't think it's gonna make your lobbies any easier. I think with the new SBMM system, it's honestly just gonna turn Apex pubs into like ranked. Because in Apex ranked, you get, if you're masters, ideally you get master level teammates. You know what I mean? SBMM is cranked to the max. SBMM isn't as bad as you think it is. It's just Apex's SBMM and what it does makes it feel 10 times harder than it actually is, because if you're really good at the game, you'll like, they literally said it on Twitter, you intentionally get 2 bad teammates who the game knows you're gonna have to carry. Like you gotta put them in your fucking backpack and fucking march. You gotta hike your ass from Canada to like Japan, bro, in order to win the game with your backpack. Okay, so it's not that like everybody else is really good. You just don't have, you have to do everything yourself, and then it feels difficult because like they're not, but that's the thing though, like they're not learning either though, which is what I don't get. You know what I mean? Like a guy who's going against a 3-stack master squad in pubs because he got like, you know, you like, and then they're both incompetent and you got to carry. It's not that they're incompetent, they're just not at that level yet. The only thing they're good at doing is just like, okay, I'm gonna hold this down, and then this guy now has someone else to shoot at other than the fucking really good guy. So then he doesn't learn anything. This is what he does. He takes like a fucking, what? He takes like 180 damage, and now he just plays healing simulator, and then he peaks again, and then he gets cracked, and you know what I mean? And then it just gives this guy time to do some Donkey Kong crazy shit and go try to pick him apart. So yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair to the bad teammates because they're not learning, because they're not having any idea how to like actually push people or actually take angles on enemies in Apex. So they're not learning, and the good players just get frustrated because they're fighting unwinnable fights if the teammates make a single mistake. You know what I mean? So like I was saying, I think when they tweak SBMM in Apex, it's essentially just gonna turn it into ranked, like actually, because I think it's gonna average out the skill level on the squad, so you'll probably get more equally skilled teammates. So it'll be like you and maybe 2 diamond players, you know what I'm saying, instead of like 2 silver or like gold level players. Well, that's pretty much all Apex ranked is anyways. It's you and like 2 diamond players, or like you and 2 masters players. So I just don't understand what the like. We literally just have 2 rank modes then, but one is. I mean, that's the only way they could tweak it, chat. You don't really think they're gonna put some bad players in your lobbies, do you? They put bad players in the lobbies. They're gonna play 1 game and never play the game again. I promise you. Because who's trying to compete with, bro? Even when I get into my pub matches and I see a Wraith tap strafing super gliding on me, I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, but yeah. So yeah, that's kind of like the only way they could tweak it. They give you some better teammates, so this way you don't have to carry as hard, and then it's a bit more balanced of a squad. But everybody's gonna have that, so maybe I don't know. Maybe they're playing with that is to then release like a new rank system, and then they'll tweak SBMM pubs, and then come out with like the best rank system we've seen to date, and then it'll be perfection. And a TDM with wall running for all the movement crackhead, bro. It would be so honestly, like you know how Call of Duty. Every year they release like a new game, except for this year, like except for next year. It's the first time they're taking 2 years to make a game. I kind of like where COD's going with it. They're doing 2-year life cycles on their games now, so hopefully like it's more quality. If Apex came out with like not a yearly product, but they came out with a paid experience, like $80 or $70, however much it costs in the States for a game. In Canada it's $79.99, but $79.99, and then it's like a true Apex Titanfall experience. It's everything that you got in Titanfall. Give me whatever the fuck Call of Duty give it. Give us all the Call of Duty game modes, but it's Apex. You like search and destroy Apex. 2 bomb sites. 1 team has to plant, 1 team has to defuse, and it's just movement gods flying all over the maps. Team deathmatch, domination, kind of like control mode. What else can we do? Like imagine Apex kill confirmed. We already got gun game. Bro, I would pay for that. Give us the free game for the battle royale free to play experience, and then the multiplayer experience for like all the kill feeding and practice. Any money too, that shit would pop off. Like that would be a bestseller. I like probably, because like even in Call of Duty, everybody talks about bringing back Advanced Warfare. I don't know if you guys remember that game. Was that like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that? Everyone wants Advanced Warfare back with the jetpacks and the wall running and all that. That's what Call of Duty did, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that, but when Titanfall and like Titanfall 2 came out, dabbling into the movement shooter market, because they knew like Titanfall was doing something nobody else was doing, and kind of like bringing that next level of skill cap. So COD was just trying to do their own spin on it, and then they just got fucking burned to the ground by the fan base, because they're like, bro, this is a military simulator, bro. Like, where are my boots on ground and my 1922 war helmet? You know what I mean? Would you pay $100? Would you pay $100 multiplayer story mode? Yeah, if like they came out with like an Apex story mode and then multiplayer, like a full list of multiplayer modes, I would fuck, bro, I'd pay $200 for that. Okay, obviously like that would be ridiculous. You know what I mean? If they charge that, but I think a lot of people, like, who wouldn't want to try that out? I will kill one more target, chat. Wait, one more beam.